In order to buy a business, you need to be a really serious person. You need to have a world-class pedigree, been at an Ivy League school, maybe even Oxford or Cambridge educated, worked at a top-tier consulting firm in a global financial center such as New York, Hong Kong, London, worked in finance, and maybe even worked on Wall Street. Hold on. Something's not right. I don't like it. Try this. There we go. Now let me tell you the real scoop on small business buying. I love investing in small businesses, and today I'm going to give you the who, what, where, why, how of small business investing. Business acquisition is exactly what it says on the tin. It is buying a company that is already in existence instead of starting a business from scratch. Hey, I'm James, the business buying Brit, and I've acquired 5 companies at the time of this video that do $60 million a year revenue and employ over 50 people in the local community. Why might you buy an existing business? And I love starting with why. Now, according to government statistics, 2 out of 10 businesses will fail in the first year. 5 out of 10 businesses will fail by year 5. 7 out of 10 businesses will fail by year 10. That is obviously the majority. So with the odds stacked against you with a startup, buying an existing profitable business that's been around for decades is the best way that I know to mitigate the startup risk. Picture this, rather than come in like a know-it-all, why don't you find a small business that's been around for a long time where the owner wants to retire? You get to know the seller, you learn their business inside out, and you pay a fair price for it. And you take over the baton and carry that into the future, running that small business profitably. You are therefore left with a strong cash flowing asset, and the seller can go off into retirement content. Sounds better than the startup, right? Who might buy an existing small business? Most businesses are purchased by other businesses, but as we've already covered, this is not always the case. More and more individuals are moving into this space. When companies acquire companies, it is often a strategic purchase, which means the acquirer wants to expand their market share, diversify their holdings, or perhaps acquire new technologies, IP, or other assets that the target company owns. Because of that, companies are often willing to pay more, which means that they are not primarily looking for financial return above other things. When individuals like you and me acquire companies, we are financial buyers. So first and foremost, the company has to make money. It has to be structured in that way. It has to make a return on investment. We are not like companies looking to diversify our holdings, expand our market share. We're just trying to buy a profitable, cash-generating company for the long run. So the game is, you have to find a company that has enough earnings that you're not buying a job and is not so high that you have a huge amount of competition from private equity funds, and you have to start raising large amounts of capital in order to make the acquisition. When you get close to $1 million in earnings, you'll start to compete with buyers such as the low end of the lower middle market private equity space. This level of earnings should also give you some agility in being able to hire an operator to help you manage a business so you can work on the business, not in the business. Side note, if you'd like to see the type of companies that I specifically buy, then click the link below and I have a free video for you that walks you through exactly how I look at the market and what type of companies I try and find. Where should you buy a business? Trust me when I say you should buy locally. You don't want to buy a business across the country and something go wrong. That would be unnecessary stress. Even if you live in a small town, there'll be hundreds to thousands of small businesses within an hour of where you live. Start local and expand from there. Finally, the million-dollar question, literally, how do you buy a business? Well, firstly, I'm a big believer in partnerships. Both my business partner and I are doing better because we're doing this journey together. We can both go further as a result of doing this journey together. You also get to share the highs and the lows of the journey with someone, and trust me, you'll have both. Mechanically, how do you actually close in the business? Well, in the US, most people buy businesses using an SBA loan. It's a government-backed loan scheme that many lenders and banks lend on. Typically, you can buy a company with just 10% down, sometimes lower. So that's the down payment component, and then the rest is the financing or the loan. If you do not have the down payment, you could find someone that does have the down payment. They essentially become your business partner. You provide the deal and the operations, and they provide the financing, and then you share, based on what's fair, the profit to the business. That said, there are many ways to skin a cat. If you sit down with a seller and decide to pay X dollars over Y terms over Z years, that's totally fine. You can even pay for the business out of the future profits of that business. That's called seller financing, by the way, where the seller actually becomes the bank. If you've made it all the way to the end, then congratulations, you are a 1%er. If you would like my free training on how to create your buy box, click the link below. There's a totally free video available to you. I'd also love it if you could like and share this video. It would mean the world to me. I'm James, the business buying Brit, signing out.